Whew. All right. Are you good? All right. Sounds about right. Hello. More Magic the Gathering today. It is approximately 1,000,000,000,000 degrees here, so I'm having a big old fan pointed at me. I don't know. I don't think I can hear it. Pointed at me. It's not that bad on the stream, so I'm just gonna leave it on. If it becomes a problem, I can turn it off or turn it down. But it is 1,000,000,000 degrees. So when last we left off, we had drafted a new deck. It's like a mostly Esper artifact deck. Played one match with it. Won that match pretty handedly. So jump into match 2 with this deck. It is kind of similar to the other deck that I trophied with. My other one was more just straight blue-white. This one has quite a few black cards. Dam, Strix, and I think there was one more. Mind Twist, yeah. So a little bit rougher on the mana, but otherwise seems like very similar type strategy. Make a bunch of mana. It does also have Paradoxical as like another extra way to try to go off, which I will be excited to see if we can get to work in any of these matches. So hopefully. Only 2 days left for the Vintage Cube. Definitely be doing it all day today. Tomorrow, I'm not sure. There is a chance I will actually be I'll be going back to Minecraft survival, modded survival tomorrow. So, if that's the case, then I will, I'll go ahead and just make this the, the finale for this season of Vintage Cube until it comes back. Alright, we're on the play here. See if we can get some broken draws. City of Traders is a good start for broken draws. And honestly, not that good of a hand considering we have our 2 broken lands. But I think I'm going to keep. Our best case scenario is turn 3, we play Relic of Sauron. And then turn 4, we can start doing stuff. For now, though, I'm just going to play and go. Oof. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Opponent's land go as well. And then I think I'm going to hold this. We have plenty of lands, so no reason to play that. I'll go ahead and play my swamp and pass. And then next turn we can City of Traders, Relic of Sauron. We can even Dam if he plays a creature here. Green Suns for 1, sure. Yeah, we'll probably Dam whatever this is, just to get ahead on tempo. A Mana Dork. Yeah, definitely be bolting the bird here. So we're going to go ahead and City of Traders, tap for Relic of Sauron, Relic of Sauron for black, and I'll just cast Dam on his Pilgrim, pass turn. Next turn, probably activating Relic of Sauron if I had to guess. Not much else going on in this hand. If he plays an artifact or enchantment here, that's best case scenario, but I doubt that's going to happen. Seems more like a creature-based deck. Destroying Relic. That is very unfortunate, because now we are down Artillery Academy, and we're down any way to draw cards. So that is pretty bad. We at least get a Basalt Monolith. Yeah, I mean, play the Basalt. The question is, do we play a land here? I think the answer is yes. We're going to have to play a lands eventually anyway. So I'm just going to play a Plains, let this get sacked. I'm going to hold off on Witch Enchanter just in case he has like a, I don't know, Eska's Chariot or something for on 4. That is a much worse for me. Eska's Chariot. Yikes. Okay. Pressure is on now. He's going to smack us for 6 and then probably get close to killing us next turn. God, this card's so messed up. Okay. So we got lose Vocus. I turned too late on that. Let's play the Academy. Okay, so he can attack for 9 next turn. I could just play this as a 2/2 blocker. Yeah, I mean, I got nothing else to do. Let's go for it. I don't think leaving up a counterspell at this point is gonna matter too much. Also, like he doesn't need to cast any more spells to win the game on this current board state. So I just need to stay alive long enough so I can find something to do. What is this? Loot the Pathfinder. 3 counters on a creature with haste or trample. Luckily it has haste and not trample, because now I can jump block it. Yeah, that's fine. Hello? Oh, okay. I was like, is there something that I'm not seeing where it has like menace or something? Okay, there we go. Just being a little laggy. So we block, take another 6, and I guess let's see what we draw here. And we are dead. Drew land into land into land. We will sideboard in here. Currently we have 14 lands in our deck, plus Witch Enchanter Mana Crypt, so I don't think we want to trim on lands. Against the green deck, we really didn't grab much as far as like sideboard options go. I can like get Battle Ball to like make a bunch of blockers if I think that's better than one of these other big artifacts. Yeah, there's also Agatha's Soul Cauldron, but maybe Battle Ball. Although if I get one of these down early, it's like just as good. Yeah, let's just run it back. It's fine. We need to get a better hand. Yeah, I mean this hand's not great. 1 lander with basically no outs if I don't draw a land on my first draw step. So turn 2, I don't draw a land. I play Expedition Map Path. Yeah, we're just super done if I don't draw a land. If I do draw a land, I get to go Talisman into map, and then next turn possibly 1 ring depending on what I draw. If I draw a land, it's insanely good. I think this hand is like so good if I draw a land that I'm just gonna keep, and we're gonna have to hope. It's a little unfortunate though that we are in this situation. They are on a 6-card hand. We're going to tuck a portal, so that's good if we ever get to it. And I'll pass. Yeah, 9 mana for 2 mana is usually pretty good. He's got a mana vault on turn 1. That's not good. We do not draw land, so we are pretty much just cooked. Especially if he goes Minskin on turn 2, then we are like just actually dead. But we'll see what he has exactly. Ow. Just bristly into land, into 3-drop. Tireless Tracker. Yeah, that's pretty good. And we do not draw another land. We are done. Damn. That is really just unfortunate. Like, just 1 land in that hand just goes off in either of those draw steps, actually. It not being Minskin Boo there means that we probably could have afforded to miss our 2nd land drop and still won the game if we drew it on turn 3 and we just whiffed twice in a row. Game 1, we draw only lands. Game 2, we can't draw a single land. So, what are you going to do? Variance. I still think main deck 16-ish lands is correct. We have 14 actual lands, 1 MDFC, and 1 Mana Crypt. Puts us at 16-ish lands. But we have like all mana ramp, so I don't think there's any reason to play more. I considered even dropping it down to less, but I think that was just some rotten luck, and no reason to mess with the numbers. God, it is so freaking hot in here. Actually boiling. I wonder, temperature outside is like, I almost think it's hotter in here than it is outside. It's only 70 degrees out. There's no way, it is way warmer than 70 degrees in here. I don't even know. It's like, just insulation, the fact that the AC I don't think is even on, or at least it's not coming through the vent. It's just like so freaking hot. Here we have another hand that has a one lander, except for unlike the other one, this one isn't even that good, even if I do draw a land, so I will be mulliganing. Okay, this is interesting, because now we do have a decent hand if we draw a single land, but it has to be exactly a blue producing land, so I can go turn 1 blue source, turn 2 City of Traders, Forensic Gadgeteer, and it has to be basically on the first turn, because if I play this as my first land, it doesn't do anything. Yeah, I don't know, I'm going to keep it rather than go to 5. We'll bottom the dam, I guess. Need to draw a blue producing land here on turn 1. Have Mox Dork land go. I'll play a Plains and pass. There's a consideration for playing City of Traders and passing in case I draw like Island on turn 2, but I'd rather just play it safe in case I draw some other land that doesn't help us. This is just I think I have like 1 basic Plains in my deck. Smack for 1. We're not under a ton of pressure here, so that's good. We get a Crypt, which puts us up to 5 mana, but none of it blue, and we need 6 for Nexus of Becoming. So how do I want to do this? Let's go City of Traders, tap for Pentap Prism using the whites. Done. So it gets 1 Sunburst counter, and then I could actually play Gadgeteer this turn, but I want to keep this with 1 Sunburst counter on it so that next turn I can play this guaranteed or whatever else I draw that's good. So I'm just going to pass. And I guess we'll see what we draw here. This hand is a weird one. The Plains is better than no land, I will say, but it certainly would have been so much better if it was just a... what the... Are we strip mining my Plains? Okay. Sure. That does put a damper on things, because now we're once again not guaranteed to be able to play anything next turn. Or I guess we go to play Forensic Gadgeteer, but... Death Greeter Champion. Sure. Yeah, he did dash it. Okay. So he goes... Dash onto Fear of Missing Out. Smack for 10. Sure. No Delirium yet, at least. So I go to 9 here. And then that goes back to his hand. He can do it again. So I'm dead next turn if I don't find something to do. So let's see what we draw. We are given a Tolarian Academy. That might be one of the better draws in our entire deck right now. So, how do we go about this? I think I want to go Gadgeteer first. So I go play Gadgeteer, play Crypt, make a Clue, Tolarian Academy, test for 3. But then I don't have enough to Urza. I'm 1 mana short of playing this and this. Right? Because this is all the mana I have for Gadgeteer. I play Crypt, which makes a Clue. Then Tolarian Academy. Oh no, Crypt. Crypt also makes mana. No, I do have enough. I'm just dumb. So we remove this for a blue. Cast Forensic Gadgeteer. I will play Mana Crypts. Go ahead and always yield here. Make a Clue, Crypt resolves, play land for turn, City of Traders sacrifice, that's fine. Tap for 3 blue, tap for 2, cast Urza Lord High Artificer. Yep, you can make a construct. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana left available to me. So I can't cast either of these. I guess I can tap a clue, use one of the mana to sack the clue, to see what I draw. Draw a Candelabra of Tawnos. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, cast that. Make a clue. Candelabra resolves. Urza will tap the Pentad Prism. Activate Candelabra targeting Tolarian Academy. Tap Tolarian Academy for 5 blue. Urza taps Clue token, Nexus of Becoming. Make a clue. Nexus resolves. Tap a clue. Sack a clue. Draw Shelldock Isle, sure. Let's do it one more time. Tap an artifact. Sack a clue. Draw a card. Raugrin Triumph. Go to combat. Trigger Nexus. We draw a card. We do not have something to exile with it. And I guess that means we're passing. Okay, alright. That was a sick turn 3, considering he strip mined me and I was missing blue on turns 1 and 2. Okay. Lightning Bolt Gadgeteer makes sense, sure. That resolves. So he's close to Delirium now. He's got Playland from Graveyard card. That's fine as well. So he's going to strip mine my Tolarian. It's a little unfortunate, but not much I can do about it. Resolves. Okay, and then he can't swing though because I have a giant construct in the way. Alright, it's my turn. Oh yeah, Crypt is going to kill us pretty quick though, so say I lost the flip, I'm at 6. Okay, draw a land. How do I want to go about this? So I can Fractured Identity something. But what? I could Fractured Identity this so that he can't get double attacks. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do is start with the Fear of Missing Out. So we'll go play a Plains, 1, 2, whites, blue, and 1 more. And I will Fractured Identity your Fear of Missing Out. Then I will discard, I guess, Raugrin Triumph or something? Sure. Witch Enchanter. That's good. Now I can blow up the walk-in closet. I will go to combat. Allow this trigger to resolve. I'll exile my Witch Enchanter. The copy will blow up his walk-in closets. And then I guess with combats, I can now fully feel free to swing in with these guys. Although, yeah, this is fine. I can still block his dashed whatever. So swing in here. And I guess just pass turn. So now I can No More Lies something. Yeah, I'll definitely not No More Lies, sorry, lose focus something. So tap, Witch Enchanter, tap, Candelabra, cast lose focus on Eskas. Now they should lock it in. There's not many scenarios I can see here where he's able to win now, because I can double attack with my Construct now, I think. Instant, land, sorcery, yeah. So go to my turn here. I will, sure, I lost a flip, I go to 3. I'll go ahead and draw Portal to Phyrexia, sure, why not? And then I should just be able to kill him here, right? Land, creature, sorcery, instant. Yeah, so I'm going to get to double attack with this. So I'm going to go ahead and play a Shelldock Isle. Let that resolve. Go ahead and put a touch the spirit relics. This is 9. Do I have 9? 1, 2. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I do not actually have 9 mana right now, so I guess I'll just go to combat. Yep, I can draw and put a portal into play. Yep. You sack it. Attack, 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 attack. Okay. This guy can attack again. Damage. Sick. Okay. From the beginning, from that game starting off with me having no blue mana and then him strip mining and me having basically 0 lands in play, I was very impressed with how well that turn with Urza and Forensic Gadgeteer went. That was kind of sick. Let's run it back. This hand seems good. We're on the draw with a balance though, so we can get white mana eventually and then bounce away all his creatures. Yeah, this seems good. Let's keep. Turn 1 dork, it looks like. Yep, that's fine. I'm not as worried about the dork when I have the balance. Ooh, okay. I was gonna expedition map on 1, but now we can basalt monolith, and that seems much better. Let's go swamp, cast mana crypt, cast basalt monolith. Pass turn. Next turn we can Relic of Sauron and do all sorts of shenanigans. So the only wrench you could throw in the plans is if he ends up getting to blow up my basalt to kind of rethink things. He has Sentinel of the Nameless City, which is a good card, but again, not as worried because it's all getting balanced away at some point in the near future. And we get a Paradoxical. With this hand, that card is going to do a lot of work. So let's tap for a bunch of colorless mana and cast the Relic. Okay. I think let's also cast the Expedition map. So I could bounce this turn. I can sack map and then play planes and balance. He has to discard a card and kill both his creatures. That seems like that's gotta be good enough, right? Yeah, so we sack Expedition map with double blue here. Grab Tundra, right? Yep, that's the untapped white we have, other than basic lands. Play Tundra, and then white, and another to balance you into the ground. You lose both your creatures and discard a card. So the next turn, we can start looking into Paradoxicaling, replaying all our artifacts, drawing a million cards, and this will buy us enough time to basically do whatever we want. Discard Sphere. And I'll pass. Pretty good balance. Turn 2 balance to clear 2 creatures and make them discard a card is... that's pretty good. They immediately respond with Ancestral. Unfortunate that we didn't know about that before, but what can you do? They draw 3. Urza Saga, okay. It's not bad. And Once Upon a Time to dig for something here. They are grabbing a basic forest. Alright. Go to our turn here. Take 3 from the crypt. Get a no more lies. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could just start with paradoxical, see what we draw. So do tap for 4. 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and bounce 3, draw 3. Draw Mind Twist? Oh, opponent. I'm so sorry. Replay crypts. Can I get? So I need 6 mana basically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could play this as well if I want to. I can't play this because this actually puts me down 2 mana, but I can always just play that next turn. Yeah, I'll just do this. Let's go Ancient Tomb. I will go ahead and not use my swamp because that would be a bad idea. Play my Basalt Monolith. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the X, 1 for the black. Opponent, I would like you to have 0 cards in your hand, if that's cool with you. And I'll pass. What they have? They had Essica's, Courser, Wasteland, Renin 6 Forests. Okay. Yep, and they drew a forest, construct. They can crack a map on it if they want. They draw a Beseiju, which is actually one of the more useful lands they could draw off a map token at this point in the game. It actually blows up an artifact. Let's see what we got. It's also not something I can counterspell, because it's activate the ability of a land in their hand. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna play Sheldon. See what we flip. We get a Coveted Jewel under there. Let's go ahead and also play the Relic of Sauron. And I guess just pass. I assume my opponent is just going to blow up one of my things, either Shelldock or one of my mana rocks, but we'll see what they do with the Beseiju. They are going to get to make another construct here. It's for 3 this turn, so Urza Saga is still definitely going to be a threat to us. We got Beseiju and another in hand. So they're starting by smacking us for 3, sure. This is 3 to loot. Okay. They're doing nothing. Okay. Let's do this. And if they blow it up in response, I'm fine with that too. They do not. Okay, well, let's go to my turn then. They're also fine with me going to my turn. Okay. I am in danger of dying pretty soon, though. They're Besiegeing my upkeep. What are they thinking about here? They let me draw. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So I need 20 or less cards in deck. They have 22. I have 23. This gets 2 out of mine. I guess let's draw with Relic and see what we draw to start off. We draw Portal Talisman. Neither get a card out of my deck, unfortunately. I guess I'm going to discard a Swamp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I cannot play Portal this turn, which sucks, because I would absolutely love to do that. Let's play our lands. Play a Talisman. If they Beseiju something of ours, actually, it will let us play the Shelldock card, funny enough, because it gets a land out of our deck. I guess I'm just going to pass and hold up all my answers, see what my opponent does. Doing nothing so far. They're going straight to combats. Sure. They are going to attack with both. I will go ahead and attempt to path one. to remove some of the damage. Notably, this also gets them down to 20 cards now if they find a basic. Which they did, so I can do my shell dock whenever. Take 2. And they have being able to play lanes from graveyard. Yeah, that seems like something I don't want them to have. So they have a bunch of good stuff in there. So let's go ahead and go blue and 1 to make you pay 2 more. Yeah. Do it like this. They also no longer have to sage you up, so now I can safely cast my Coveted Jewel, which I will go ahead and just do on their end step. I would like to please cast Coveted Jewel for free. They're fine with this happening. Enters, I draw 3 cards. And then also in their end step, I'm just going to go ahead and untap my Assault Monolith. Go to my turn. Alright, I am almost dead to my own crypt here. Alright, we are at 1,000,000 mana, 10 trillion mana. I can play Portal for sure. We can play probably even Nexus of Becoming too. I can play it all. So, Sea of Traders. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nexus of Becoming. Now I can either put this into play as a 3/3, or I could just hard cast it because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can just do that too. You know what? Let's do that. That's fine. Let's go 1, 2 mana, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Portal. Please sack your constructs. And then I'll go ahead and let Nexus happen. I'll just make my Pentad President. That's fine. And pass turn. Now next turn I can reanimate something. I can have some interaction up. I think this basically locks it. They'll say you one thing, but it's just not enough. They have Scythe Cat Cub. I cannot actually counter that. That's fine. Seiju Portal to Phyrexia. So now this is where we get to do the cool thing of I'd like to please flicker my portal. So this exiles it, it dodges the removal, and then it's going to kill Scythe Cat Cub on his end step. Goodbye, Cub. Alright, back to me. We untap. Upkeep. He has a bunch of stuff in the graveyard. I'll just grab a Courser that gains some life. Why not? We lose a flip, go to 4. Reanimate his Courser of Crufix. There's a land on top, sure. Tap City of Traders, play land. Yep. That's fine. That's fine. I can only play lands from the top, so that doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and 4, 5 colorless, cast Golos. Golos is going to find us a tapped Tolarian Academy. And I guess we'll just go ahead and move to combat once more. I'm going to draw Baleful Strix and put it into play. I'll draw a card. I'll attack with my Pentad Prism. And I'll just pass the turn. I could like draw with Relic and play Urza, but it's just so not important to do any of that. I'll just pass. Kill my opponent next turn. Terra Sunder. My Portal to Phyrexia. I actually can't stop this one either. Alright, it happens. You got me. End step, I guess I'll untap Assault Monolith, because why not? Got my turn. Heads. Sure. Draw my Urza. There's a One Ring on top. My opponent is so incredibly Omega dead. But it's fine. We'll just keep playing it out. Play an Urza. Make a Construct. Go to combat. Draw with Nexus. Put a Talisman of Curiosity into play. Attack with every one that can. For however much that is. He's at 5, my opponent. And I guess just for good measure, let's cast the One Ring for protection from everything. Let's use 4 of this 11 mana I just produced with my second land. And I have 7 mana left. I don't know. Past turn, I guess. I don't need any of that nonsense. Nope. Okay. I like how my opponent is not conceding here. It's remarkable, honestly. Yeah, you can have a guy. You can have a raccoon. Seems fair. Alright, it's my turn. Some stuff happens. I will lose 0 life. I'll choose heads. My opponent conceded. Very nice. Okay. So yeah, the deck was sick. As you saw there at the end, it was just like you make a trillion mana, draw a million cards. It's like an absurd amount of value. The one match we did lose. It was unfortunate that our draws were as they were. Game 1, we drew like 4 lands in a row and just couldn't cast anything. Game 2, I kept a very... I think I stand by my decision, though. It was a hand that, like I said, if I had drawn any land, because it wouldn't need to be a specific land, I had talismans, just any land would have gotten me into a position where I could start doing a ton of stuff, so I stand by my decision here on that one. Let's jump into another draft, though. Okay. Real quick, though, before I actually jump into a draft, I'll be right back. I gotta grab something. I'm back. Time to draft. I have... is this on? Yeah, looks like we're good. I have acquired a water refill and a little bit of snack, some peanuts. I've been noticing I have been leaning a lot towards artifact decks and aggressive decks in the past few drafts I've done, so I used to be like a big Reanimator person when I drafted Vintage Cube, but I feel like I haven't drafted Reanimator in a long time. Maybe I'll try to force Reanimator this draft. This would be fun. I'm like trying to get air from my fan under my shirt. I'm like boiling. Okay. So hot. I think, especially if we see something that's like takeable, pack one, pick one for Reanimator, we're just gonna dive right in. Unless I get a serious, like, I don't even know what it'd have to be, like some insanely good card for a different archetype in pack one, pick one, I'm gonna try to just force Reanimator. And even then, I might just ignore it. We'll see. Because I'm feeling like reanimating. Alright, it's almost to our draft. How do I get rid of this game log from my previous game? Oh, there we go. Alright, so pack one, pick one. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with this. The pack is not that busted. There's nothing that like really screams out to me as being something like Nadu. I think is actually probably the closest to being something I would take for a not Reanimator archetype. This card's really good in the decks it's good in, but there's nothing else really that's like an insanely good card for another archetype. So I might just try to like, I could Through the Breach if I want to be like a black-red, cheat into play, sneak attack style deck, or I could also take Recurring Nightmare for more of a, like, usually like some sort of like black-green, mid-rangey Reanimator. Let's try Recurring Nightmare. 1, 2, 3. We get past a Mox Ruby. There's also a Bitter Triumph. One of the better cards for setting up Reanimators. It destroys something and very efficiently too. 2 mana instant speed destroy a creature or planeswalker, and you also get to discard your reanimate target. So hopefully I get this on the wheel. That would be excellent. Okay. Bone Shards, kind of similar to Bitter Triumph. 1 mana less, sorcery speed. And you don't have the option to not discard. You always have to discard to cast it. You can't like, draw it off the top and kill something by paying 3 life like you can with Bitter Triumph. So I'd say overall probably a worse version of Bitter Triumph. Still good though. Alternatively, I don't even know, Blood Crypt I guess. Let's take the Bone Shards. Although Bone Shards is so specific and Bitter Triumph is going to wheel more than likely, I think I'm actually going to take the Blood Crypt, and then if this wheels, that'd be great. If not, so be it. Just take some fixing. Get another dual land option in Thundering Falls if I end up being some sort of like Grixis style deck, I guess. There's also Necromancy, Hymn to Turok, Jason Mind Sculptor, if I end up like black-blue. Thorsten if I find Flash. Emperor of Bones if I need to be more like, this goes well with Recurring Nightmare, right? It's a reanimate that's also like a cheap creature to sack to Recurring Nightmare. I think I'm going to grab the Necromancy. It's the most kind of like generically useful in Reanimator, and whatever wheels, I'm sure I'll get something useful. There's a lot there that I could use. Okay. This is interesting. So we have a card here that is kind of like a recurring nightmare in and of itself. It is Slimefoot and Squee. You have to be exactly Jund to play it, but it does some pretty broken stuff if you can make the mana work. I have not played this card in Cube yet. I really want to try it. I'm gonna take it. Alright, so here we do have our, if we wanted to be Grixis, there's that, but there's also a green-black land, which, if we're looking for Jund, does line up nicely. Alternatively, there's Toxic Deluge, but I think getting our mana, especially since we have a 3-color, 3-drop, you know, getting our mana down is going to be good. Alright, so here, Life Death is good. It's a reanimate that also has utility of making our creatures 1/1s, works with Recurring Nightmare, does some other stuff. World's Endworm, another good flash target. Nothing else really standing out. I'm just going to take the Life Death. Control of Khazad-dûm, actually, I just saw there. That would also been something to keep in mind. It helps find our fixing lands, but I think this is better. Alright. Kolaghan's Command. Pretty good. Primetime's also not even a bad reanimate target. It gets our lands, and it's also just like a good like mid-rangey reanimator target where you can reanimate it or you can just cast it. Let's take that over Kolaghan's, I think. Why is my mana all weird? Let's go 3, 4, 5, 6. It like put it in between Life Death. I think because the game thinks this is a 3-drop, and so it's like confused as to where to put this when there's like 2 piles representing 3. Alright, our opening pack is back. We get a choice between basically Kite Sail or Lethal Scheme. I'm going to take Lethal Scheme. I don't think Kite Sail is anything too interesting. Yeah, again, just... Okay, you know what? For the sake of the game not throwing hissy fit, I'm going to put the Life Death into the 3-drop pile. We didn't get our thing. We were looking for Bitter Triumph in this pack, and we didn't get it. That is very unfortunate. We do get Pillage the Bog, but honestly, that is unfortunate. And then this pack also had... This was the pack with Bone Shards. We got neither of those. Okay, that stinks. Yeah, that actually really stinks. Dang, okay. This pack, I don't even remember what I was looking for in this pack, but whatever it is, we didn't get it. Sure. Deluge is a good pickup. And touch the Spirit Realm. Okay. Decent pack 1, I'd say. What did I take over Bitter Triumph? I think I took Slimefoot and Squee over Bitter Triumph, right? Or, wait. I took something, assuming Bitter Triumph would wheel, and then it didn't. Oh, you know what? I think I took the land over, one of these lands over Bitter Triumph. I actually stand by that decision then, because I would rather have the land than that. Okay, so... Interesting. We got a Sneak Attack. We got a Shieldred. And that's really it that I would see in this pack that I would even think about first picking. Given that we're going to be more Reanimator focused, Sneak Attack is looking more spicy. We're going to have big creatures, hopefully, that we can work with. Although Torsten nor Worldspine Worm wield, so it's likely there's another cheat into play style person at the table. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to take the Sneak Attack and deny it from that person. I think this is going to be very good in our deck, and I don't want to lose out on it. Okay. Not super exciting pick 2 here. You have Hand Attack, Endurance, Nature's Lore. Okay. Here, there's Badlands, but we already have Blood Crypt, so it's not crucial. Strip Mine, Renin 6, I guess. It's good with Strip Mine. Let's take Strip Mine, try to wheel Renin 6. Yeah, okay. Well, we're definitely taking Archon, but we could also look at Ulamog on the wheel. The problem is we're not going to get Ulamog on the wheel. There's someone else who took whoever took the Through the Breach, whoever took the World's Fine Worm, they're looking for stuff like this, so we're not going to get this on the wheel. I think I'd still rather have this, though. Yeah, take Archon. Alright, I like where the deck is currently. I see a lot of cards I would like. We have Gaia's Cradle, which this is definitely a Gaia's Cradle deck. We have Prime Time to fetch it. We have a bunch of ways to make a bunch of creatures. Even Life Depth technically can make a bunch of mana. It's like a ritual if I use the green mode of it. There's also a Reanimates. There's also Minskin Boot, and there's also Evora. I'm gonna take the Cradle. Controversial because Minskin Boot is busted, but I like this. I like this pick. I think getting Cradle, having a way to generate a ton of mana on a turn, I think is going to be good. Speaking of ways to use a ton of mana, there's a Crater Hoof here. I mean, what else would I be taking? Harvester of Misery? This card's also pretty good, but... I think this is a Crater Hoof deck. This is a weird Reanimator deck, and I like it. I like how odd of a Reanimator deck it is. We got a Mind Twist here, another good way to use a bunch of mana. This also works pretty well at getting stuff in our graveyard. It's also just like a fine reanimate. Fine reanimate target. Jesus. I think Mind Twist is still going to be the pick, but that actually would be kind of interesting. We have enough good stuff going on there, though. I don't think this is a seasoned Pyro deck. It is a good discard outlet, but I think the fixing is going to be better. Get a Terra Center back. Yeah, reasonable. Reasonable. And here, I don't remember what the other thing I was looking at was. It was like Endurance and one other thing, but I'll just take the Endurance. I might even main deck this actually. It's like not even that bad. Two different removal spells we have the access to. You have Baleful, exile a creature or planeswalker, or they sack a non-token creature, token creature, or a planeswalker. Let's take the Shieldred here. Both the other things I was looking at came back. I mean, yeah, we can replace Evora as a discard outlet, and we got that back. We got literally everything. Everything I was like worried about picking something else over, we got the other thing back. That's kind of crazy. Alright. Well, I'm very happy with how this pack went. We are going to Jund them out. And we got the Overlord of the Bailmer. I'm going to put this is just a good card. I'm playing this card. Wait, that's sick. That's so cool. Okay, I am thrilled with that last 4 picks there. Getting, like, everything I wanted on the wheel. Here we are presented with another discard outlet in Collective Brutality. Or Mana Crypts. Can't really pass up on a Crypt. It's not even that good in our style of deck. We have a lot of cheap cards that have colored pips, but it is the kind of thing where like we can get to our big things and just hard cast our target or reanimate targets earlier. And I think we can find another discard outlet. So. What I really like is some fetch lands. We got Once Upon a Time. Voldaren Epicure is similar to Evora, where it makes a blood token on ETB, which I can use as a discard outlet. It also leaves behind a 1/1 body that I can sack to Recurring Nightmare. This card's really good with Recurring Nightmare. You know, this turn 1, turn 2, activate blood, turn 3, Recurring Nightmare, do the thing immediately. I think I gotta take that. That seems like kind of the ideal curve. Other things like Death Ride and Fatal Push I can replace, but this is unironically one of the better cards for setting up the Recurring Nightmare. There's a fetch land I just talked about. It gets black, which means it gets all of our duels so far. Blood Crypt, Overgrown, and Mortuary. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to slam that. Give me that. You can Jund them out with Grief. Probably the pick here. There's also Exploration, which is fine. Lightning Bolt is quite good. I'm just going to take Grief. Another card that sets up reanimates really quickly, because it the way that it plays, you know, evoke it, and it basically is a thing that discards itself, similar to Harvester of Misery. Basically, you get a one-time effect, and then it discards itself to the graveyard, so you can reanimate it later. Generous Ent doesn't get Blood Crypt. It only gets our green and black duels. We don't currently have like a Stomping Ground, although I say that there's a Zeotora's right here. That's gotta be better than Generous Ent, right? Like, currently our Delta does get all of our colors, but this makes it so that it can get all 3 colors all at once. Yeah, let's just take the Jund land. Jund them out. We get 2 options here, basically. We have Fanatic of Ronus, 2 mana dork that can, if we reanimate something, suddenly turns into making 4 green mana a turn. And White of the Reliquary that will ramp us by sacrificing other creatures. Both, I think, are very good for this style of, like, graveyard-y, reanimate-y, sacky Jund deck. I would say these are both solid. I really don't know. I think speed is going to be a big problem for our deck, so I think I'm just going to take the Fanatic. Even though this card does seem like it's like kind of tailor-made for our deck, I think just having a little bit of acceleration is going to be better. We get Urborg and Yavimaya here. We also get Oliphant, which, again, because we don't have a Stomping Ground, although no, never mind, we actually do have a way to do it because we have our Zeotoras. Actually, Oliphant is probably better than either of those. Urborg would be nice, for sure, but Oliphant, I think, is going to be the pick here. Alright, here we have some stuff. I don't know. None of these are super exciting. Eternal Witness is probably the most interesting with our game plan. Hexdrinker being the actual best card. Yeah, let's just Hexdrinker. Again, I think that we're going to need speed if we want to keep up with some of the decks that you can build in Vintage Cube. Ram it up with Strip Mine is kind of cool, but we do have Collective as an option as well. I think that's going to be better. Ooh, we got most of the stuff we wanted back. So we get to pick now between Once Upon a Time, Fatal Push, or Ursine Monstrosity. These are all really good, actually. I think I'm going to take the push. We don't currently have any cheap ways to remove stuff. Our cheapest is this Shieldred's Edict, and it's kind of inconsistent because it's a edict, not a removal spell. Okay, sure, we get more fixing. Exploration. We did get Generous End back. We got Oliphant and End. That's kind of cool. So right now we're adding 1 land, and we have, that would put us at 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-ish lands. We're going to have to make some cuts for sure, but that's fine. That is fine by me. Wow, this worked out really good. Really well. I think this is going to be a really fun card to play with. Like I said, I haven't played with it yet in Cube. I played with it in Commander, but in Cube, I think this is definitely got some legs. Let's get rid of, let's keep, so all the lands ended up working out. Strip Mine might be a little ambitious, but I think it's gonna be fine. We're gonna have all of the 1-drops are looking good. Oh, actually, do I need Exploration? It's Acceleration, but it's like not great Acceleration because I have to actually have a bunch of cards in hand, or you know, ways to keep getting land drops, and I didn't pick up the Ramen Up. Set that. Yep, all this can stay. Yep, it's all good. All of our reanimates can stay for sure. Probably don't need Endurance main board. This is interesting. It's like a weird discard outlet, but it discards my entire hand. So if I have like a sorcery speed, if I have a sorcery speed reanimate, it's not good. Like if I have necromancy in hand, it's not great because then I play this, discard the necromancy, even if I, you know, also discarding the reanimate target. Well, now I can't reanimate it. The reason I think I'm going to keep it is because it works really well with Recurring Nightmare. Because I can play Recurring Nightmare, so it's in play, not in my hand. Play Carnage Interpreter, discard the big thing, sack Carnage Interpreter to Recurring Nightmare, do the thing. So I think that's going to be fine. We'll keep this, Destroy creature, planeswalker. Each creature that convoked connives. That's fine. It's nothing. Maybe just a removal spell that can also loot if I convoke with it. It's pretty good, actually. Yeah, no, that's probably good enough. Although if I don't cut that, like what am I cutting? I'm just making no cuts here. I still have, so 3 basics puts us at 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 basically lands. I still would like to make at least 2 cuts here. Maybe I do just go to the Hex Drinker. It doesn't fit with the game plan. It's just like a really good card though. Like it just kills them sometimes out of nowhere. My removal package is pretty stacked. I got Fatal Push, Brutality gives -2/-2. I got an Edict, I got a Terror Sunder. I got Harvester as 2-mana removal-ish. Lethal Scheme, Deluge is a board wipe. I have a lot of removal. Maybe I could trim out some removal. Like, maybe Edict isn't main boardable. Let's try trimming the Edict. Let's also try one more cut. One more cut. Yeah, I feel like this card seems good. I haven't played with it at all, so I don't actually know how good it is. It seems good though. Like it's a 2-mana sorcery if I need it to be. It basically just like digs for a creature, and then fills my graveyard with more stuff I want in there. Yeah, that seems good. The fact that the sorcery mode is 2 is so good. I mean, that's basically just what that type of card costs, right? 2 mana to, you know, mill some cards and get something back. Satyr Wayfinder type effects. 2 mana is just on rate for that. So it seems really good that it's also attached to this potentially 5 mana 5/5 that does it every turn. Maybe we just trim the Hex Drinker. I feel so bad. This card's like kind of busted. So we trim removal spell Hex Drinker. I also thought about playing the Dark Ritual, but I don't think it's necessary. Although I was talking about speed earlier, and it is the kind of thing where I can like go, you know, turn 1 Epicure, turn 2 activate Blood Token, Dark Ritual, Recurring Nightmare, turn 2. Like the draws where it's busted, they're insanely busted. Maybe I should be playing this less like a mid-range deck and more like just a full-on combo deck. So like we drop the Hex Drinker, we drop the Shieldred's Edict. I think Terra Sunder's still fine to keep in because it's more versatile. I think a Mana Dork is still fine. I like all of these. Mind Twist is kind of interesting. There are draws where this is super busted, but then there are also draws where it does nothing. Like when the draws where I have Mana Crypt and I get to like, you know, I go turn 1, you know, land go, turn 2, Mana Crypt, you discard 3 cards. Like that's just brutal. But the draws where I don't do that, this card kind of does nothing. No, it's like that's the reason you play Mind Twist, is you can mize people out of a game. Yeah, let's keep that. Maybe I don't need the Crater Hoof. Might be a little overkill. We have enough like kill you threats, I feel like. Like Crater Hoof literally kills them, but my other threats will like kill them eventually anyway. It is funny though that I can just go like turn all my lands into creatures, Crater Hoof, kill you. Like that's funny. There's so many cool things I can do with this card. I can sneak attack it into play for 1 mana, attack with 3 creatures. Maybe Lethal Scheme isn't good enough. What are my cheap creatures? Cheap creatures I have like 1, 2. You know what? I don't have enough cheap creatures. Let's get rid of Lethal Scheme. And at least it was 5 basics, so 13 lands, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's perfect. Send it. So we're going to drop in a 5 basics. Okay. Let's go black. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 7, 8 would be our black sources. It seems a little low. Preferably we'd have like at least 9. Red, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 would be our red sources. Oh, I'm also not counting these. I forgot. These are like actually add 2 to all of my numbers. Maybe it was fine with 2 swamps, because this is like, so it's actually like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 black sources, really. Red is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And green is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 as well. So 10, 10, and like 7. Green I don't need as much though. I think it's putting in too many forests because of my high-end green stuff. So I'm going to drop a forest, add a swamp, send it, and let's get into a match. Alright, sick. I'm excited about this one. This is a very different Reanimator deck. It's not even really a Reanimator deck. It's more like a Jund combo like sneak attack deck that kills out of nowhere with some sort of like Voldan Epicure into Recurring Nightmare. This is gonna be fun. I think Strip Mine is also probably cuttable. I kind of forgot I had that in there. Although, I don't know. It's fine. I have enough colored sources anyway. It's fine. I only need a few mana to actually get my deck to operate, right? Three lands is all I really need to start churning through stuff. Match 1. Here we go. Why is right, I exited it out. Okay, hang on. Shoot. How do I open that up again? Oh, is it this? Hang on. Show game log. Show chat. Okay, there we go. Interesting hand. It's not great because Corpse Dance is not really the reanimate I want with Generous Sense. I think I'm gonna keep. It has some ways to remove resources from my opponents, and if they get off to a rocky start, we can punish really easily. So we'll keep. Especially because they're mulliganing to 6 here. That makes it all the better. What the heck? Do they have a 41 card deck? They do. Wait, wait, what? My opponent, a bold one. A classic 41 card deck. Starting with a Chrome Moss. Exile. Yep, that's fine. Imprints. Imprint a cut down into Dothy Void Walker. Interesting. That's unfortunate because now all of our ways of removing their resources can also be used against us. Okay, let's go to our turn, see what we draw. Okay. Yeah, that actually makes my plan of going Strip Mine Grief turn 1 like way worse. I think I'm still gonna do the Grief. Oh god, I don't even know. That is so brutal. Yeah, I think I still Grief, just to see what they're working with. So I'm gonna go cast Grief Evoking by exiling my Corpse Dance. And just see what he has going on here. Time Twister land, okay. Well, glad I did that. I will play a tap land. And I'll keep that on the top because I do not want him to have that for free. The opponent has 1 card in hand. And they can grief me back, but I'm actually so happy if they do, because then I can start doing stuff. They are going to grief me back, okay. I am absolutely positively thrilled about this. Yeah, okay. So, they make me discard a card, presumably the Generous End, because they don't want me to have this in my graveyard. And then I guess we'll see what their last card, what the card they just drew for turn is. If they can play it. Yep, they make me discard the Generous Sense. They are now going for Darrow Goif. Okay. That's a pretty good one to get back on your feet. It starts drawing you cards by getting back creatures. Mill that many cards. If you do, put a creature card from among them into your hand. Yeah. So it'll start drawing him cards pretty soon here. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna start doing the Overlord thing. He also already knows about the Strip Mine. No, I'm still gonna play another non-Strip Mine land. No, you know, I am gonna play the Strip Mine. Strip Mine. 1, 2, impending. Resolves. I would like to use its ability, thank you. So I milled Fatal Push, Dark Ritual, Land, Carnage Interpreter. Interesting. Okay. I think I'm going to grab the Interpreter here. And then next turn I can just cast it if I want. I'll just pass. Oh, you know what? I'm dumb. I just realized in my head it's like a black Lurgoyf, so I thought it was Nethergoyf only counting his graveyard. I just made it so much bigger. I guess I still would have done that, but that is stink that he's hitting me for now 7 instead of 5. Yeah, well, what can you do? So they hit me for 4. They don't find a creature in the top 4. That's good. play anything. Okay, interesting. There's my Slimefoot and Squee. This stinks because I wanna be able to use it from the graveyard, but I don't think I have anything else in my deck that makes Saprolings. So if I discard it now, it's never really coming back, I don't think. Now I'm really regretting playing the Strip Mine. I think I'm still gonna play the Carnage Interpreter though. So we go black, black, and another cast Carnage Interpreter, and I'll pass the turn. Oh shoot, I should not do any order, because... Oh no, I already exiled my Corpse Dance. Yeah, so it doesn't matter. My order no longer matters. I'm just gonna go ahead and auto-yield now that I have not much going on. Oh, he's swinging. Okay, well, I'm 1,000,000% blocking the Barrogoyf. Took 3 more, and he plays land. Oh, he has a playable. He has something to play. Let's see it. Ooh, that's a good one. Shielding is a very, very good when I'm this low on health. Yeah, this is actually really bad. I'm dead now because he attacks for 7, go to 1. I guess I just have to crack a clue to see if I can draw anything here. I have no other choices. It's a collective brutality. Wow, okay, so I actually lost that. That is unfortunate. Yeah, if my opponent's opening card had been literally anything else but Dothy, that would have been so much better. I could have gone Grief, Strip Mine turn 1, and I think he would have just been out of the game. Okay, against that, maybe another removal spell will be good. No, you know what? It's 1 card in his deck. I can dodge him having a singular card. It's fine. Let's run it back. He seems to be kind of a similar deck though. Got the Lorgoyfs, the Dothy. We have the thing I was talking about where I can go Recurring Nightmare into Carnage Interpreter and then immediately do the Nightmare thing. Assuming we draw a land. Dark Ritual works. Gives me 4 mana next turn. Actually, I'm gonna graveyard this. The reason I'm gonna graveyard this is because I think also I'm gonna go ahead and play my Mox Rituals. I think it's more likely he can make me discard a card than he can blow up a Mox. I'd rather just get closer to an actual land drop, because if I go next turn I go Dark Ritual, Recurring Nightmare, then the next turn I still have to draw a land if I want to go Carnage Interpreter or use it. Frog is pretty good. Alright, hopefully we draw a land here. Voldaren Epicure is quite good as well, though. So let's go ahead and cast that. And I'm going to use the blow token right away. Discarding the Archon of Cruelty. It didn't look like my opponent had any Reanimator stuff. It looks like he does now that I see he has a Psychic Frog. I think I'm still going to risk it. Do not draw a land, so I have to pass. I'm not going to block the Psychic Frog, though. Next turn, if I draw a land, I can go Recurring Nightmare, Archon of Cruelty. mean, if my opponent just goes, like, immediately... Oh, what the heck? Is main phase discarding to Psychic Frog? What's happening? Is this Time Twister? Bro, come on. Okay. That's lame. That is very lame. They're griefing? Exiling Barrow Goyf, it looked like. Get the tutor. Okay, sure. Now I probably will block the Psychic Frog. Oh, never mind. He's just straight up killing it. Yeah, I mean, that's... He's never gonna chump block. I guess he just really wants to draw a card. That's fine. Crazy. Okay. So he's got a 5/5 Psychic Frog. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I can just... Carnage Interpreter. Go ahead and cast this. I guess double... Wait, what do I have double pips of? Double black is what it looks like I have the most of. So I guess I'll play my Swamp. And then... interpret some Carnage. Yeah, that's fine. And I'll crack a clue. It's land. I'll pass. This is very unfortunate the way this is playing out. My opponent is... went turn 1 Psychic Frog, turn 2 discard my hand, Time Twister. So we're just in a really rough situation kind of right off the bat. It's only turn 3, but we're close to literally dying. Like, not this turn, but next. If he goes, like, discard another card, make it a 6, exile 3, give it flying so I can't block attack. I take 6. I'm just going to yield through this turn. Yeah, he makes it a 6. He can now give it flying if he wants. Hit me for 6. I go to 9. And the next turn he can literally just do it again, give it flying, pump it the rest of the way. Oh, he's discarding even more. Is he just discarding his whole hand to it? Yeah, makes it flying. Hits me for 7. Nothing I can do. He draws a card. Next turn I'm literally just dead on board. He can exile flying. He has 2 flying attackers. It'll kill me. So we gotta draw something good. This card's kind of ridiculous. Just like... Crater Hoofed. That doesn't do anything. Okay, let's crack a clue. Archon of Cruelty does not do anything by itself. Let's crack a clue. Dark Ritual. Let's cast it. And why not? Let's crack one more clue. Nothing. Okay, yeah. Super lame, honestly. I mean, I feel like we didn't even get to see our opponent do anything super impressive. He just, both games went Chrome Mox into disgusting 2-drop, and won the game very easily from there. I think the Dothy game was a little rough simply because the hand I kept specifically because I wanted to deny him a bunch of resources, and then he basically made it. He played like, I think one of the few cards that would make it impossible for me to go Grief Strip Mine. Like most of the other 2-drops I can imagine him playing there are not even that bad. Like even if he had just gone Psychic Frog, I would have been in a much better position. But he went Dothy, and then I couldn't do anything. And then that game, it was like, he went turn 1 Psychic Frog, which again, by itself wasn't all that bad. I'm trying to think. If I had kept the Dark Ritual on top, but with turn 2 gone, Dark Ritual played my Recurring Nightmare pass, he would have probably done the same thing, discard hand, immediately Time Twister. However, I then at least would have had a Recurring Nightmare in play instead of just a 1/1 with no abilities. I don't know. I don't know. It was just really rough. Very, very rough. Interesting. I think here I'm gonna Grief turn 1. So I'm gonna go land. It's not actually that good with this hand, huh? I'm gonna graveyard it, and then we'll go evoke Grief on my opponents. They have a bunch of stuff. Interesting. Okay. Most notably, they have a Banishing Light, but they also have a 2-drop and a Wandering Emperor. I think I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna grab their 2-drop, and then next turn I'll just reanimate the Grief and take the Banishing Light. So they played. I got their Luminarch. They just attacked. Yep, that's fine. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna death the Grief, honestly. Like, land, cast, death, target Grief. And now I'll take Vanishing Lights. He drew another Plains, it looks like. And yeah, goodbye, Vanishing Lights. Pass. Plays Fabled Passage, so hang on, let's get rid of this. So he still has his entire hand. It's Plains, Land, Wandering Emperor. Interesting. Okay. Sure. So he just passed. I'm gonna play land, and I guess I'll just attack with Grief while I still can. Okay, let's play Slimefoot and Squee. This is interesting because now he has land Wandering Emperor in play, or in his hand, and so he can Wandering Emperor. Oh, he's gonna let me untap with Grief at least. Okay. Interesting. I don't want to attack with. I do want to attack with this because it'll make me a 1/1, but I don't because then he'll exile it with Wandering Emperor most likely. I guess I will, for now, cycle one of these, play land, and then play Fanatic. Let's go. Let's cycle the Generous End. Grabbing the Proving Ground. I'll just play it. And I'll play my Mana Dork. I guess just pass. Like, he has to play Wandering Emperor here. There's no way he's gonna just wait another turn, right? I guess we'll see. He is going to play it. So now his hand is unknown plus... He's putting a counter on his Ocelot Pride, sure. There's the Verge. So his hand is now 2 unknowns, making his Ocelot Pride a 3/3 first strike. And Lingering Souls. Sure. So he's gonna have City's Blessing now. Now if he gains life this turn, which he will, because he's attacking presumably. Yep. This kind of stinks. I can kill it, but I have to. Actually, yeah, I can kill it. So I go block here, block here. So the first strike's down one of them, but then I can still kill. So yeah, block there. This way he doesn't get to make 1,000,000 more tokens. Oh, what the heck does he have? Oh no, I thought he was leaving the 2-mana up to just flashback Lingering Souls. Like he actually has a removal. Ah, dang. Okay, that really stinks. Now it goes on top. I skip a draw step, and he still gets 1,000,000 tokens. That's really brutal. Okay. Yep. Nothing I can do about that. Jesus. Super cool. Do I want to draw Slimefoot and Squee? Not really. Yeah, it just doesn't do much. So I'm going to set a stop in my upkeep. And I'm going to Mountain Cycling in my upkeep. And remove the stop. Grab a Blood Crypt, and I draw a Swamp for turn. Very cool. Well, we are super boned. I guess Blood Crypt, tapped, and pass is what I got here. It had to be unexpectedly absent too. If it had been like a different removal spell, that would have been so good. I would have not minded him getting 1,000,000 tokens if I could keep my Slimefoot and Squee at least not on top of my deck to ruin my draw for turn. Sure, okay, sure. Yeah, we are just getting annihilated in every which way. Seal through this turn, I guess. It doesn't seem worth it to chump here, so I just will not. Let's take it. We are drawing Carnage Interpreter for turn. Interesting. What are my outs here? Carnage Interpreter will make Fnatic at least tap for 4. So I guess I'll go like land, Interpreter, sack some clues, and pray. Do this. And then I will go ahead and discard my Archon. 4 clues. Tap for 4 green. And start sacking some clues. We draw a recurring nightmare. Collective Brutality. Yeah, that's not gonna do it. I can kill one thing and drain him for 2 eventually. Draw. Mox Ruby. I mean, sure. I think we're out of outs at this point, but just in case. One more. Slimefoot and Squee is back. Can I survive? So I jump here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is what I'm getting hit with. And then I have 2 blockers. Sorry, 2 blockers. So I go. I mean, I guess I might as well just try. So let's go do this. Cast with these 2 modes. Uh, cast. I'll kill a spirit token, and I'll drain you for 2. And I'll discard my snipe footed squid. And I guess I'll pass. Alright, if we survive here, I didn't do the math, I don't think I do. I think he still has enough to kill me. I blocked 2 things, and he has... Yeah, that's fine. I blocked this thing, plus the pilot. And then he attacks me still with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm technically not dead. I'm technically not dead. Oh no, I am dead. If he puts a counter on a spirit, then I am dead. Oh, well, he just... Okay. Okay, you're cool, bro. That's... You're... Yep. My opponent's top decks that game were absolutely bananas. He top decked the perfect removal spell to let him start popping off with Ocelot Pride, and then immediately top decked a Parallax Wave to actually just insta-kill me. Against my opponent's deck, I mean, there's not much I can do about what he's doing. Shielded Edict is a clean answer to Wandering Emperor, at least. The lethal scheme's not that good since he's kind of going wide here. Deluge is going to be helpful. Keep that one. I guess, Terror Sunder's good against Parallax Wave. I don't even know what I want to cut. Like, everything seems... I just need so much removal to deal with what he's trying to do to me. I guess I can discard or get rid of some, giant thing that I don't need. Like, this might be a little too slow. Let's drop that. Run it. Okay, I'll play first. Okay, got a little early interaction. I'll keep. The hand doesn't do much except for interact with my opponent, but that's kind of exactly what the doctor ordered against what my opponent is doing. I'm gonna not wait. I'm gonna Inquisition. Guess we're taking the Oust. And passing. Opponent is on a pretty land-heavy hand, honestly. I can strip mine right away if I want. I can also try to Underground Mortuary to set up a Necromancy. I think strip mining is going to be better, although he has no 2-drops that I know of currently. I am going to Underground Mortuary. And I'll surveil a mountain to the graveyard and pass. I mean, if he plays a 2-drop, sure, but I can just Fatal Push it then. He played Bleachbone and is passing. So yeah, this worked out. Now I can strip mine. So play strip mine. Activate on your pass the turn again. Plays it planes. Passes back again. Oh my god, the amount of lands I'm drawing right now. I guess I'll just play this. It's currently my only red source, so I would like to cycle it actually, but I don't want to give up my only red source and be screwed on that end. Casting Lingering Souls, that's good. And he's passing from there. I'm not going to Fatal Push a token. Are you kidding? I have 13 lands in my deck. What? Okay. I'll play a Verge. I'll pass. I'm holding up a lot of removal. He's got a Parallax Wave in hand. Smoke Sapphire. Goes to combat. Presumably he's flashing back here. Indeed he is. That's... And then he leaves off his mana, sure. Go to my turn. There's a prime time for next turn, but not for this turn. I'll play Swamp, and I'll pass again. It's gonna get Parallax Waved too, so... I'm gonna have to like play it, get 2 lands, I'll Parallax Wave it, and then I'll have to Terrace under the Parallax Wave. Very mastermind is. So he casts that, and then that one I probably will have to Fatal Push. Yeah, I'll just push the Fairy Mastermind. Save myself some damage. I'm gonna kill it eventually anyway, so that's fine. And I'm at 14. See what my opponent does here. Is he just casting the wave? No, Enduring Innocence. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah. Start my turn. Harvester of Misery is quite good. I can wipe his board here. Is that better than just getting Primetime out? I mean, I'm not that worried about taking a few damage in the air. I really don't care. I'm just gonna play Primetime. If he has a counter spell, it's disastrous, but he currently only has 1 blue up, and I haven't seen anything yet from his deck that would indicate he can counter. So I'm gonna go ahead and Primetime. I'll find 2 lands. Yes, I would like to use the ability. Let's grab Gaia's Cradle, and I guess Blood Crypts. And no, I will not shock myself with Blood Crypt. I'll pass. So presumably my opponent's just going to Parallax Wave this away, which we can then Terrace under, get 2 more lands. Oh, Shurikai. Not what I was expecting. Sure. Plays Shurikai. He activates Shurikai to draw 2 discard. So it looks like we actually do get to attack with our Primetime here. That's not at all what I was expecting. He discards that. I should probably just also yield through his turn here. Stop using my clock. Okay. He attacks. He hits me down to 10. Okay, interesting. I can Mind Twist him here now. That was a very good draw. I kind of want a Harvester of Misery so I stop dying, but that's really good too. I guess let's attack first. Can I do both actually? 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm close to doing both and full clearing his hand away. Let's go ahead and just start by going to combat, I think. So I'll go. I could also reanimate this if I want to save them. Oh no, I guess it's the same amount of mana. Yeah, so I'll go to combat, attack with Primetime, see what he does. He was letting this happen. We'll go ahead and get. Is Polluted Delta even get anything anymore? I have like all the lands out of my deck, so I'll go. I don't need a Polluted Delta. So 2 lands that actually work. Let him declare blockers. He's taking 6. I'm just gonna play Harvester of Misery. Cast Harvester of Misery. All creatures get -2, -2. Gets that back enchantment. And then I can Mind Twist all but 1 card away. He's gonna immediately get it back up to like 3 though. 4. He'll be back up to 4 cards right away. I don't know if this is even worth. I'm gonna do it, but I don't know. It's not even that good, depending on what's in his hand. Yeah, done. Please discard 3. He discards. So he's not got that anymore. Okay, and I'll pass turn here. So he's left with 1 random card, but he's gonna be able to refill his hand pretty quickly here. With Shurikai is gonna get him up a card. That's gonna get him up a card with the Defenders. So we're already back up to 4 cards. Didn't hurt him that bad. Draws another 2. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the Mind Twist was fine though, because if I didn't do it, then he'd just be up at like 8 cards right now, right? Or 7 cards or something. Like he'd just have even more. Okay, I get a Life Death. That's interesting. Does that kill him? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then he can block neither of these. So yeah, no, he's just dead. Okay, I'll go ahead and Life Death for the win. That's a funny one. Life for killing my opponent. Okay. Okay, go to combat. And attack with all my now creatured up lands. Attack with all creatures. I guess I'll leave one back just so I can still Terrace Under if I need to. Does he have something? What does he have? What would save him here from this much damage? Oh, unexpectedly absent my prime time. That might actually save him. I mean, yeah, that's gonna go to the library. And I actually don't want to draw the prime time again, so I am gonna like grab my Polluted Delta to shuffle. And I guess he'll trade with a land of mine. Sure. And since I won't be able to cast this anymore, since this will only tap for one, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it now to get rid of the Shorikai, I guess. And then I'll yield here. Opponent is playing Wandering Emperor. Sure. My Harvester of Misery. And pass it. We reach prime time anyway. Interesting. Yeah, we currently have nothing to reanimate except for, I guess, Psychic Frog, Barrowgoyf. Barrowgoyf's actually pretty decent. I might do that as well, but let's go ahead and also just recast this bad boy, because, you know, he's here. The Primeval Titan. And I'll choose not to use his ability, since it does nothing. So Necromancy, the Barrowgoyf, and pass the turn. Oh, Catholic recommended Necromancy. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, I am living on this 6/6 Trampler with no abilities. Hoping he can't remove it. Lorien revealed to draw 3. Does not bode well for his ability to not remove my prime time. He is going for something. Vindicate. Okay, sure. So he's not dead. I assume. Yep, taking up, passing. Brutality. Yeah, I mean, doesn't do much. I guess I'll pass. It gets him down to halfway to dead, but halfway to dead is not dead, so I'm just gonna pass. This is so weird. Okay. Oh no. Makes a 2/2. AKA 2 2/2s. Gets to draw a card. And makes 2 1/1s as well. Sure. Just a casual 6 power in play. And a Luminarch Aspirant. Sure. Gives itself a counter. Yeah, that's fine. And back to me. Okay. I am actually dead. I actually lost this game because he can put a counter on each of his creatures, so even if I kill this, that's 6, exactly 10 next turn. Well, unfortunate. Oh, I can gain 2 life, so I'm not, like, literally dead, I don't think. I can do this. So, kill creature, drain 2, discard Mox Ruby. I'm, like, as close to dead as you can get without actually being dead. I'll pass turn. Now I'm dead. Oh, I don't know what to say. The first round I think was more unfortunate because it was literally he got Chrome Monks turn 1 both games and played a 2-drop that just single-handedly won him the game on turn 1 2 games in a row. Like that just felt bad. Those games were like we had actual games at least, but dang, that feels bad to lose a game where I had that commanding of a lead. I had his entire board wiped with 1 card. I had Primetime get every single land out of my deck. I had an attack for like 21, I think, there when I attacked with all my lands and stuff. And he had a removal spell for the Primetime to barely survive it. Like, I don't know. I just it's not a good feeling to have lost that game. This deck, I feel like it's super sweet. It looks like we're going 0-3 though, which is less sweet. Interesting hand. We have 2 reanimates and a big thing, but no discard outlets. I think I'm still gonna keep. And on the draw, I have a turn 1 Inquisition. There are a lot of decks that this is very, very detrimental against, so we're gonna go ahead and turn 1 Swamp Inquisition him. Interesting. He's like Grixis Reanimator. Okay. Well, right now he can't cast Fear of Missing Out, and Spyglass Siren he can play and crack. This one is a discard outlet, so I'll snag that, and I'll pass. It is weird to snag a card that has Unearth, but he currently has no red mana, so not too worried about it. He's going to Overlord of the Bale Merc. And he's going to get back either Scrapwork Mutt or Carnage Interpreter. He chose Scrapwork Mutt. Okay, so then our turn 2, I think I'm just going to play my Triumph and pass. Carnage Interpreter is kind of interesting. There's some stuff I can do by necromancying that. Okay, so just playing the Scrapwork Mutt. Sounds good. He discarded Swamp. Okay. There's something we can reanimate. It's a 5/7 with no abilities except for making a food token. So not exciting, but I think I'll still do it. So we're going to go ahead and play the 4 cycling ability of this. Grabbing, I guess, Underground Mortuary. And then playing a Verge. And then tapping for death on Generous. Make a food token. Pass the turn. Alright. Plays Ledger Shredder. Followed by Spyglass Siren. So he gets to connive away something. He is going to be conniving. I hope he connives away the Metamorph Fanatic so that he'll think he can reanimate it and then I'll necromancy it. It'll be great. Oh, it's only from your graveyard though, so I wouldn't even get to reanimate anything. But it'd still be decent. It'll be fine. He discards Fear and comes to the Ledger Shredder. Balemerk's almost online. That's scary. Get a Corpse Stance. Okay. I think I just play Mortuary here and reanimate his Fear of Missing Outs. So we'll go Mortuary. Voldaren Epicure. That's interesting. I'm going to go ahead and put it into my graveyard. And then, yeah, I think I'm just going to necromancy his Fear of Missing Out so I can put Primetime in the bin. Cast Necromancy. Necromancy onto Fear of Missing Out. And then I have the ability to discard Primeval Titan and draw Strip Mine. I'll go ahead and attack with my... Actually, this has reach, so it's a good blocker. So I think I'll just pass. Then go ahead and... how close are we to Delirium? We have, if we reanimate the Primetime, we'll have Creature, Sorcery. We can get a land in there. Creature, Sorcery, land. So we still need a little bit of help with that. Oh no, more instant. So yeah, so I can do it next turn. Double attack with Primetime will be good. Opponent is looking like he can just cast the Fanatic if he has another land here. Yeah. Okay, he's just activating map token. That's fine. What do you find? Faithless Looting. Mills Faithless Looting with the map token. He's going to combat here. He's going to end step. Okay. Interesting. It seems like he might have a counter spell here. Huh. Craterhoof is interesting. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play Strip Mine. And just immediately activate onto the Xander's line. See what he does here. He floats a blue. Yeah, he has a counter spell. That really stinks because now I won't be able to get the double, like the triple Primetime activation. Do I just play into it, make him use it? Yeah, I can't just waste, like, pass my turn when he's gonna have Overlord next turn. I'm just gonna cast it. If he has it, he has it. Like, I don't know, nothing I can do. I can't just like do nothing while he attacks with Overlord of the Bilmerk. Yep, here it is. Looks like he has some sort of expensive counterspell. I don't know what this is actually. Oh, it's a Cult Epiphany X's 3. So he's drawing 3, discarding 3. Not a counterspell. It is bad for me, but it's not as bad as if he just countered my Corpse Dance, I would say. He is choosing what to discard. He discards Harvester of Misery, Tutor, and land. That's interesting. Discarding Demonic Tutor scares me. So he has this in hand still. This is going to resolve. I will go ahead and use Primetime's activated ability or triggered ability. Getting Cradle and Blood Crypt. And then I do have Delirium, sorcery, creature, land, instant. So let's go to combat. And I'll attack with these two, I guess. Alright. Yes, I'll use the ability. I'll put in these two. And let him go to blocks here. Killing the Primetime, interesting. Okay. Doesn't want me to get the other activation off of it, I see. Alright, that's fine. Not my favorite, but let's let this happen. Kill Ledger Shredder plus Spirit. And then I can attack again technically, but there's nothing that I want to attack with. I'd rather just block with my Generous Hint. I'll pass. This does not have any keywords, so I can just block it if I keep my 5/7 here. I'm going to yield his turn. He still has this in hand. Doesn't have the mana to cast it, but it's a little spooky. Oh, he's sweet with everything? Okay, that's super spooky. what he could possibly have here. I guess I just block here. Jeez. He has something for 3? Toxic Deluge. Okay, that's annoying because now I don't get to kill him with Crater Hoof. I was just choosing which order to put them into his graveyard, sure. Well, he does end up with a 5/5 at the end of all of it, which is not my favorites. Guess my turn is just Oliphant Pass, huh? So I'll go, yeah, swamp Oliphant Pass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cast it. And then I'll just pass turn again. Holding up a food token activation. I mean, if he doesn't kill my Oliphant, he is dead next turn to Crater Hoof attack. And currently he only has this plus Unknown in hand. So it's not even that likely he can do much this turn. He's attacking. Attack trigger resolves. He mills lands and a currency converter, sure. And he gets to get back a creature or planeswalker. Non-avatar creature or planeswalker. Does that mean he can't get Fear of Missing Out? Or no, it's a nightmare, not an avatar. Sure. He grabbed Spyglass Siren, sure. I'm not gonna block, I don't think, because this isn't. Yeah, I need the Oliphant in play to actually kill him next turn. So I'm just gonna take the 5, and I guess I'll see what he does here. Plays Spyglass, sure. I mean, none of this does much. Cracking map token? I mean, draws a swamp, okay. Plays swamp. So he has Unknown plus Metamorphosis Fanatic. I'll go ahead and crack my food token. Just on the off chance he can somehow survive this turn. Fanatic of Ronus, sure. Land. Cast Fanatic of Ronus. Cast Crater Hoof. On to sideboarding. I don't think I want to sideboard anything. I'll just run it back. Actually, Endurance. I need Endurance. Too late. Okay. I should have done Endurance against his deck. I forgot. But I had that. I will keep this hand. The reason being is because Pillage the Ball can set up the combo I want to try to do. Alright, let's go play round pass. Scrapwork Mutt. Ooh, a Grief is interesting. I can play Grief, but I think I'd rather Pillage the Bog, and I'd rather just keep all the stuff I currently have. Let's just cast Pillage the Bog first, and just see what we can find in the top 4. Find some stuff, actually. So we get to put one of these into our hand. Next turn we could play Grief if we take a rock. Yeah, let's just do that. Let's hard cast Grief. I think Ruby, so it doesn't hurt us. Although if we take Crypt, we can go next turn, Grief, turn after that, Primeval. Yeah, let's actually just Crypt is fine. And then I'll pass the turn. And the next turn, like I said, just hard cast Grief, turn after hard cast Primeval Titan. Fear of missing out. It's fine. Discard another land, so they're ways away from the area. I think, yeah, I think we're still sticking to our plan of just hardcast Grief. So I'll go cast Mana Crypts, play Swamp, tap her for hardcast Grief. And we'll make them discard a card. I'll make them discard a Demonic Tutor. Pass the turn. Alright. They have a couple of looters. Ooh, they drew Currency Converter return. That's pretty good with their looting stuff. Now they can discard underneath this and at least get some value out of it. They're actually a lot closer to Delirium as well with the looters. They're gonna have land, sorcery, instant already with just this resolving, plus whatever they discard could like potentially be another card type. And indeed there is one. There's an enchantment creature. Wow. Currency Converter was a really good draw for them. So they can put Overload of the Baelmerkin to their graveyard and make a 2/2 or something. And now they have Delirium. So they could attack with both if they wanted. They'll smack me for a little bit. I definitely will trade with Fear of Missing Out though. Yeah. Go ahead and trade here. I'm still getting smacked for 4 damage this turn. But it's fine. Alright, so they have Occult Epiphany is the last card in their hand. Another looting type card. They have a Mind Twist. Huh. Okay. So the question is, do I worry about killing Currency Converter here? I think I still just stick to playing Prime Time this turn is what I would like to do. So I'll go green, green, and 4 others for Primeval Titan. Go ahead and use the ability to grab Surveil Land, plus I think Strip Mine for the Creeping Tar Pit is going to be the best. And then I get to Surveil a land to the graveyard and pass. Sick. Alright. Just animating Tar Pit, that's fine. Get hit for 3. Yep, not much I can do about that. I draw a Deluge. Sure. I guess I'll just attack with Prime Time here. So let's start by going to combats. He can make a 2/2 blocker and trade with it if he wants. And then I can kill in response. So we'll go attack, use ability, get some shock lands. Or shock land, singular. That's great. Yeah, so he makes a 2/2. Oh, he's triple blocking? That's not going to work out well. I'm going to go ahead and green and another to tear asunder your nuts. Go to damage. And then second main phase, land for turn, and Mind Twist for 2. Alright, So they discard Swamp Occult Epiphany. I get to put some stuff under their thing, but that's fine. Yep. Yep. And I'll pass. So then he can animate. I mean, we won, but it's kind of a hollow victory. We did not, both those games in that match, we didn't really get to do what the deck was trying to do, which is, I don't think we activated or even cast Recurring Nightmare a single time that draft, which really stinks, because this was I think one of the better Recurring Nightmare decks I've drafted. It had Carnage Interpreter to set it up, it had Voldaren Epicure to set it up. There was a lot of scenarios where we could have hands that did cool stuff. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out, but that's okay. Let's do one more quick draft. Oh, shoot. I did the thing again where I joined. Okay, hang on. Okay, no, we're good. So, yeah. So I joined the draft queue here. We're going to do the draft in maybe 1 to 2 matches, depending on how long they take. Yeah, I don't know. It was fine. Match 1, like I said, just the draws were just abysmal. Match 2 just felt bad losing that game. But even those games, I didn't feel like I was really doing what the deck wanted to do. It's possible we needed to lean even heavier into the combo element. In the draft, there was a couple times I picked more mid-rangey cards over more combo-y cards. So, something to keep in mind. Alright. Pack 1, pick 1. We have a Sneak Attack. Snuff Out is good removal. Sneak Attack is good combo. Grist is good. Just generically good card. It's also a Floated Strand for fixing. I think Sneak Attack is just like the most generically on its own powerful card. And so I'm kind of leaning towards that. Yeah, let's do that. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4. Alright, pack 2. Interesting. So this pack is interesting because the best card, in my opinion, is Solitude. But it doesn't really go at all with the Sneak Attack. We just picked one. We can abandon the Sneak Attack plan if we want and just go for a more white aggressive plan or even a white control-y plan. However, I'd prefer not to. I'd prefer to actually use the Sneak Attack. If I was trying to continue building around Sneak Attack, what would I take? Duress, perhaps. A removal spell, perhaps. Even fixing might be decent, although white isn't usually what I pair with Sneak Attack. Blue is usually what I pair with Sneak Attack in general. You know what? Sneak Attack and Show and Tell. Classic Legacy deck. Let's do it. We have a very good board wipe here with Fire Covenant. We have Bitter Triumph once again as a removal spell that also discards big things if we end up getting Reanimates. Bonehorde Dracosaur is interesting. Unfortunately, it's not one of the ones that's good with Sneak Attack. You have to make it to your upkeep with this thing for it to be good. There's also Chain Lightning as a generically good removal spell. I think Chain Lightning is going to be my pick here. Keeps Me Open is just a decent removal spell to slow my opponent down. Raugrin Triome does fix both of our colors we currently have. Leaves the door open for splashing white. There's also Through the Breach as a second copy of Sneak Attack, basically. I think I'm grabbing the Triome, although Through the Breach is very tempting. It also sends a clear signal to people, hey, people are taking the cheaty cards. You know what? I'm going to take the Through the Breach. I think that's going to be sending a very clear signal that people should be letting me have these cards, right? There's Brazen Borrower, decent interaction, plus you end up with a 3/1 body is fine. A little bit of black-red fixing. Collector Brutality if we end up wanting to reanimate stuff. I think I'm just going to take the Borrower. Not much else that catches my eye here. I think the main thing that I'm looking for here is there's big things. We already have two really good reactive cards, Chain Lightning, Brazen Borrower. This is interesting. It's not my favorite. It is good, but it's not the best. You hit them for 9, and then you get to sacrifice it to whichever one you put it in with, and then you get basically 3/3/3s with different abilities. It's fine, not the best. There are some that just win the game by themselves. This one definitely does not. Subtlety is good, but like I said, we already have a decent amount of cheap interaction. I think I will just take the Triplicate Titan. Here we are presented with a few options. As far as things I'm interested in taking, another cheap removal spell and a Vora to deal with if we end up getting reanimates, or some sort of fixing option. Although actually this isn't really the kind of fixing I want. I think I'm just going to take Burst Lightning. Yeah, pretty bad. Vaultborn Tyrant is a amazing pickup here. We're giving up Tinker, which is unfortunate because it goes well with our triplicate, and we could find other things that would go well with Tinker that would also fit into this style of deck. But I mean, this card's just sick. This card's really good, and I will be taking it. It's unfortunate though that I end up not being able to take the Tinker. That's an 8th pick Tinker also. Every single person at the table saw that Tinker and was like, yeah, no thanks, not interested. That's kind of crazy. Normally there's at least one person like me who's just devoted to playing some ridiculous artifact deck. Okay. Phantasmal Image could be interesting. Very good if we already have a big thing in play. Nothing else really that catches my eye, so we're just going to stick with Phantasmal Image. High Tide is not really what we're looking for, nor is any of this really. I guess we'll take the Sacred Foundry. This is not really the kind of deck that Treasure Cruise is amazing in. Our graveyard isn't usually super full. There's also, I mean, what's the next best thing? Oust, Urtai. I don't even know if I've ever played with this card before. You know what? I've never played with this card before, therefore I'm going to take it. Loot. The Pathfinder. Probably won't even play it, but I don't know. Magic Pikachu. Cute, I guess. Yeah, these are all kind of nonsense. This one is kind of interesting, but we don't have anything that it goes with yet, so take this, sideboard it for now. Same with this, and with this, and with this. Containment Priest is the closest to being like a fine card to play. Most people have ways. So, or wait, this is symmetrical? Never mind, that would be terrible. We get a Black Lotus. Exciting. Black Lotus, the most powerful card in Magic the Gathering. Not even really the most powerful card in this cube, in my opinion, but it's up there. Definitely up there. I think I'm hoping. I mean, we're not wheeling Mana Drain. We're not wheeling most of this. Maybe Goldspan. I would take a Goldspan on the wheel. Goldspan's decent. Sneak attack. It's even fine just to cast, attack, make 2 mana, do something else. Phantasmal Image it may be. You know, there's some stuff. There's some cool stuff. We get some options here that are very interesting. So, Black Lotus, Underworld Breach, plus Brain Freeze wins you the game. So that's something to look out for. There's Urza's Saga to get the Black Lotus. There is Arena of Glory. If we happen to not have these, I can give something haste kind of like manually. There is Fear of Missing Out to give my big things an extra attack. There is Lutri as a free way to copy, you know, our broken spells. Malcolm, like this pack is kind of stacked for us, honestly. There's a lot of cards here I wouldn't mind. Personally, I don't think that based on what we have so far, Underworld Breach is that enticing. Because Brain Freeze does not really go well with anything else in our deck. It's not to be kind of just like a stretch to just just shove that in there last minute. Saga is interesting. Again, not really what I'm looking for. I think I'm actually just taking the fear of missing out, which is weird considering how broken all of those cards I just passed up on are. But I don't know. This card seems really good. Filters for our stuff, and then also when we have it, we can, you know, give our massive things an extra combat that usually just kills our opponent. Here we get some mana fixing in the form of Prismatic Vista. There's also Hallowed Fountain. We're going to end up finding a white fetch. It'll get both blue and red by means of Sacred Foundry Hallowed Fountain. Inti cares about me discarding one or more cards. Works with this. This fine card for value also. Just going to take the Vista. I mean, Inti's good, but this isn't really the deck that Inti's busted in. So I'll just take Vista. Interesting. Okay. So, this pack has Fiery Confluence, which I think is a really good card. Actually, I might just take that. Alternatively, I could start leaning into playing more like Jeskai cards and take a removal spell, but this is double whites, which is, you know, not really supported with our deck currently, so I'm just taking the card that I think is just generically good, and yeah. Okay. Kellen's fine. More of a red aggro card than what we're looking for. This is actual 2 mana white removal that's decent. Sorcery speed, unfortunately, and gives them a land, so much worse effect than Unexpectedly Absent, but way easier to cast for me currently. Also Git Probe if I need to just like basically have -1 deck slot, but I think I'm fine without that right now. Same with this, basically same, you know, same exact thing basically. This is not what I need. Yeah, none of this is really interesting, so I guess I'll just take the Winds of Abandon. Yeah, looks like we are going to be ending up in some sort of Jeskai deck after all. Speaking of ways to fetch white cards, so I was talking about getting Hallowed Fountain earlier. Maybe I should have done that over Prismatic Vista, because now we are presented with Eagles of the North. A card that works well because it's a creature to sneak attack in, pumps my team, but also it can get mana fixing done, so we'll definitely be taking that over some stuff. Oof, aye. Lelia is a good value card. The problem with Lelia is that because it's impulse draw, if I play this on turn 3, I usually just attack, exile the top card, and it's just gone forever. Not the kind of thing I usually want to do when I have like these kind of ABs in my deck. Sneak attack plus big thing, through the breach plus big thing. And the fact that you have to play it from exile means that if I exile a big thing that I want to sneak attack in, it's basically just gone. Like, yeah, it's just not that good. I'm going to take the Jace, actually. Jace is going to be good here. Here we have Torsten. Another thing that works well with my sneak attacks. Through the breaches, draw some cards, and then when it gets sacrificed, make 7 1/1s. I could also consider Prime Time. It ramps me a bunch. This is also fine, but I think Torsten's going to be what I want. Here is my opening pack. Goldspan did come back. That was the one I was thinking about. Spyglass Siren is fine as well. But I'm just going to take the Goldspan. Like, none of that is that enticing. Okay. We did get multiple of the cards that we wanted back from this pack. Not the Urza Saga, unfortunately. I still think I'm passing on this. Arena of Glory doesn't work that well. Most of our stuff is going to have haste anyway. But again, I guess Malcolm's not that exciting. I'll take the Arena of Glory. It works well with like Fear of Missing Out, I guess. I can like exert it, play Fear of Missing Out, immediately attack, and give something an extra combat. Here we have Inti. It has the same problem though that Lelia has. It exiles to draw cards, which I think is bad in my deck. So I'm gonna take Thieving Skydiver. Carnage Interpreter is good in. I've been impressed with it in the decks I've played it in, but it's not really. This is not really the deck for it. So I'll just take this and something. Okay. Not a bad pack 2. Not bad. Here we are presented with another piece of the Power 9 in the form of Ancestral Recall. For our deck, probably the second best one to pick up. It sets up our combos. The best would be Time Walk for sure, because then we can, have an easier time setting up a turn where we go, have both the ability to play this and have a big thing and do something else, or even use it literally as like a explore on turn 2, like gets us to our sneak attack 1 turn early. So the best would be Time Walk. This is the second best, and I still am very pleased with it. Hopefully I get to wheel Misty, Steam Vents, not much else. Alright. Interesting. We get a Lightning Bolt, Reprieve, end of list. Yeah, this pack's pretty underwhelming for us. I'm just going to take the Lightning Bolts. I currently don't have any counter spells, actually, so maybe I should lean towards Reprieve, but this is a pretty bad... Oh, well, you know what? I do have 2 burn spells at 1 mana already. Yeah, I will take the Reprieve. This is not the kind of counter spell I want when I have access to blue mana, but... what can you do? We have a lot of good removal, interaction, and AB combos, so I'm feeling pretty good about this deck overall. We also have 2 pieces of power, which usually helps out a little bit. I don't even know if Show and Tell is making the cut currently. I pack 1 pick 2'd it, but more for the meme. Currently, it doesn't. I don't have anything that I would really feel comfortable playing it for. Usually, when you play Show and Tell and you don't just win the game, your opponent just kills you. So, Fury is good. Stern Scolding is decent. Yeah, Fury's reasonable. Fury's a card that works well with stuff I have already, so. And also just is a good card. The pitch elementals are all pretty good. I really am on the lookout for fixing right now. I don't have much in the way of fixing, and it's becoming a bit concerning, I'll be honest. This is kind of fixing. But it's not. I already passed up on the Raugrin Triome, which would be the best case scenario for me, but yeah, no, I'm gonna hold out. There's other stuff in this pack I could take. 1 mana removal, but I already have enough of that, I think. I'm leaning towards one of these 2. I think Carnosaur. Treasury's cool. But I already have enough like big stuff going on. I think I want to have utility, so. Okay. We have Ephemerates. That's pretty good with Carnosaur, Goldspan, Fury. Really good with Fury, actually, because I can evoke, and then in response to the evoke, Ephemerate. It's good with Fury, Goldspan, Carnosaur, Eagles, Vaultborn. Oh yeah, okay. This is an Ephemerate deck if I've ever seen one. I'm passing up on like Meticulous Archive, but so be it. We get a Tundra or just a Tundra, I guess. Yeah, I'll take Tundra. Ooh, we finally find something ginormous for our sneak attack. Better than Triplicate Cut Titan for sure. This usually just wins you the game. Annihilator 4. There's also Lorien Revealed. Currently we only have blue-white that it can find. Is that better than just having an Ulamog, though? Ulamog is really good. We have enough big stuff, though. Like, we don't need another big thing. This would just be replacing, basically, one of our other big things we already have to be a better big thing. Would I rather have a slightly better big thing or better mana fixing? I'm greedy, what can I say? Give me that. Alright, last new pack of the draft. We have a Glorybringer, but we already have a 5-mana dragon. We're taking Daze. It makes it so that we can tap out for our 4-drop win conditions and not be as scared. Okay, and then here at the end, you get to pick up a few other pieces. Zerda doesn't do much, not much, doesn't do much. This can do stuff. This makes extra tokens and pumps our board, but we're not really go wide. And I think Jace is probably the best for us. It gets us closer to our win conditions, and also can flash back like through the breach or something important. What's this? Red, black, and green are the two colors we're not, so that doesn't do anything. Yeah, these all do nothing. I don't know. Blood Tithe Harvester. Stern Scolding came back. That's pretty good. Take that. Pretty unhappy with my fixing, considering we have a lot of blue and a lot of red requirements. But, you know, we really didn't have many options. The only thing we really passed up on was the Raugrin. Oh, and the Hollowed Fountain. But I got Tundra anyway, so really it was just a Raugrin. There weren't like really any opportunities for me to get fetch lands at any point during this draft. Meticulous Archive. And Slimefoot and Squee. Last card of the draft is Flicker Wisp. It's a fine card. Alright, what are we at? So we have room for 6 basics. That's what's at 11, 12, 13. Not enough lands. Okay, so we have some cuts to make for sure. For sure. As far as Ephemerate, Ancestral, Stern Scolding, I think all of this interaction plus Ancestral is going to be really good. With Abandon, I think I can cut. I don't need that when I already have some decent early interaction. Reprieve is fine. Daze. I think Jace is actually going to end up working out pretty well for this deck. Same with Fimage. Same with... Actually, I don't need Skydiver either. Fear of Missing Out's good. I still don't think I found anything that Show and Tell really warrants. Like, what's my best Show and Tell? I put in... Yeah, I don't know. There's just nothing that like I played and wins the game automatically. There's no way for me to give Ulamog haste in play, is there? Like, I don't know, I Show and Tell Ulamog and then I just sits there for a turn still. Yeah, there's no way for me to give it haste once it's in play. I guess we can get rid of the Show and Tell. Probably get rid of this Rampaging Raptor. And let's go ahead and move this over to the 1-drop slots. Move this over here. That way we can actually see the whole deck when we're looking at it here. Alright, so we have room for now 10 basics. Puts us up to 15 total lands, plus an Eagles of the North, and a Black Lotus kind of counts. So, it's really good enough, right? 15 lands, plus Land Finder and Black Lotus. Yeah, seems reasonable. Yeah, let's run it. The only thing I could consider is if I want to play one more land, I could cut like Triplicate Titan, as I think it's probably the worst of our big things. And we already have quite a few. Yeah, you know what? Well, I don't know. I think it's fine. Weird Titan's fine. I'll keep it in for now. So let's add our basic lands. Oh, we didn't find a end up playing loot. Sad. We don't need green. We are currently at white sources of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably plenty, honestly. We only have like we're not casting this, not casting this. We have like 3 cards that need a white pip, and they're all 1 white pip. That might even be too many white sources. Blue, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Probably want to go up on blue. That's at least 8. And then red, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 as well. probably fine. 8, and what did I say for whites? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7's too many. I'm gonna drop a plains, and we can put in either one more island or one more mountain. We have a couple double red cards. Let's grab another mountain. Add those to the deck, and I'll save it. Same as last time. I think I'm just gonna play one match to see how this deck performs. Alright, it's into our first round with this new deck. This hand's not great. We don't have a red card to pitch. We don't have a blue mana for Jace, and we don't have anything to do with this. I would say this is the definition of a mulligan hand. Here we have no red mana. We at least have something we can cast in the form of Petty Theft. Overall, still a really bad hand. We are in the draw, though. Sure, I'll keep. And let's ditch the Gold Span Dragon. Get Arena of Glory. We don't have a mountain, so I'll play it. Tap and we'll pass. Alright, and then this way we can play Fear of Missing Out on turn 2. That's a good draw, for sure. Plays third path, oh. That's actually... Yeah, this gets out of control pretty quickly. I think I just get rid of this now. I can hold off on Fear of Missing Out for a turn. So let's shock this in and ending it for white, red. X is currently 1, yes. So ending it and pass the turn. What did they even do? Oh, I didn't even realize they had a companion, but they just put Lutri from their companion zone into their hand. Okay, that's fine. Let's play Meticulous Archive. Enters Surveil 1, okay. Black Lotus, interesting. Let's keep that on top. And then I'll go red, red, Fear of Missing Out. And I'll discard an island. Nice. I'll just pass. Scour himself. Sure. Looks like he's some sort of like spell slingery type deck. He's got Dragon's Rage, he had Third Path Iconoclast, Lutri. And it looks like he's just solidly blue-red. It's pretty impressive being just 2 colors. We get Ephemerates. That's decent. We can like loot 2 more times if we really feel like it. I'm just going to start by playing land and going to combat. See what happens here. Go combat, attack, see what opponent does. They're just going to take it. Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to pass then. And now I can hold up Brazen Borrower, Ephemerate, whatever I want to do. Brain Surge, sure. Yeah. They do have a lot of cards in hand. One of them being Lutri. Inti is pretty good. Palantir of Orthonk is also pretty good. I'm gonna get Resolve, but then I think I'm just gonna bounce it immediately with Petty Theft so he doesn't start ticking it up. Yeah, and then I'll go ahead and pass, let him go back to me. Okay. I could haste this if I wanted to. I'm gonna play land and go to combat, swing for 2. drawn much in the way of stuff to do, but we do have an Ulamog, so anything that's like a sneak attack or something will be very, very good. Okay, attacking, discarding a mountain to Inti. Sure. Exalt an island, sure. Just take 3. Play the island from exile. Replay Palantir of Orthanc. Sure. So I'll just play this guy. Put a 3-1 into play so I can start applying more pressure, and then he can use that. Let's see how he stacks it here. Alright, so he did 1 top, 1 bottom. So I will mill him. Okay. That's not bad. And then the question is, do I want to ephemerate end of turn to start digging more? I don't think so. I think I can wait. I'm going to pass myself here. Okay. Yeah, it's starting to look a little not great. Let's go ahead and go to combat first. Attack with my creatures. Smack him for 5. Oh. Oh, he's casting Lutri. I guess I can reprieve that. Sure, I'll go white and a blue for reprieve. Good days, sure. And yeah, I think I'm just gonna pass again. I don't see any reason to like ephemerate right now when I can do it on his end step and it's the same effect. Does think I tapped an island instead of a mountain. Now I can't cast ephemerate and daze hardcast. We're kind of both doing a whole lot of nothing right now. Fire Ice is in exile. Okay, sure. I'm not gonna block. Oh. Are you gonna fire my things? 1 damage to each of my creatures. Oh. Oh, he's holding priority to cast Lutri to copy it? Interesting. Okay. Sure, you can Lutri. You can even copy your fire. I assume you're gonna send 2 damage at my Fear of Missing Out. I guess I will ephemerate Fear of Missing Out here in response then. So we have 2 damage going at that guy and wait. Yeah, 2 damage going at that guy, 1 damage going at each of my guys. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and ephemerate my Fear of Missing Out. And yeah, I feel like I should just discard my Black Lotus, as weird as it is. No, you know what? I'm gonna discard Daze. Okay, and then yeah, my poor Zara will bite it. I'm still not blocking. That's fine. And then he's gonna do his Palantir thing. That's fine. I can kill Inti with Fury at least. That's good. Oh, is he dead actually? Wait. Oh, no way. Described 1 top, 1 bottom. I'm gonna... If it's a big enough card, it could just kill me if I mill it, right? I think if I don't mill him here, I just kill him next turn. Because I play this, it kills his blocker, and then I just attack for lethal. What are the odds he has something big in his deck? Probably not very high. It's like a Spellslinger deck, so no, I'll mill you too. Holy, I almost died. That was 7 damage to the face. Jesus. Okay. Okay. That's bad. That's really bad. Oh, shoot. Can I choose not to rebound? Can I choose not to cast this, please? Cast a card without paying its mana cost? Yeah, no, I don't. Because then it'll have Summoning Sickness again, and then I can't kill him. So, no. Yeah, so now I'm going to go ahead and play Black Lotus. And then I'm going to exert my arena for double red and 3 more. And I'm going to cast Fury Hardcast with haste. And then I'm going to kill his Lutri and attack him for like 1 trillion. Oh. Okay, I was about to say, does he have a counterspell? He does not. So I'm going to do, it doesn't even matter. I'll do it like, actually no, just that one. Done. Murder Lutri. And then I have creature, instance, land, sorcery. Go to combat. Untap Fury. Oh, he does have interaction. Dinger. So now I am dead. Oh. He has make a 1. Okay. Yeah, I think he now just barely survives. Unfortunate. I guess, yeah, because now this only puts him to 3 and then he lives, so I have to just pass and hope he doesn't have a way to kill me here. Keep this back as a blocker for Inti. Okay. Discards Flash. Interesting. Yeah, so he gets to put a counter on exile an island. And then we get to go to blockers. So he's going to let me block at least. So I block. And trade. And I go to 1 here, right? I'm not dead. I'm at 1. Yeah, okay, cool. He has the 1 ring. That's not good. So that basically guarantees him another turn. Then, yeah, I guess now I have to let him draw a card off this. Yes, you can draw. Go ahead in here. Chain Lightning. Interesting. Okay. Let's crack my Lotus. This. And cast Jace to start. What is this? This is Cryptic Command? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Bounce 1 ring counter spell. Yeah, it's pretty bad for me. Okay, I mean, that happens. And I guess I should pass again. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for your boy. Let's yield here. He's got a haster. it doesn't kill me, but it gets really close. He exiles Hull Breacher. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna chump my fear of missing out here so that I don't die. And then presumably One Ring, and he didn't play the One Ring. Are you okay? Okay, that's fine. That's weird. Why would you not just replay One Ring? Well, whatever. Yeah, you can draw. It's fine. You draw Eagles of the North. Unfortunately, does not do anything. Now I think I am just literally dead. Yeah. Okay. Welp. Unfortunate. On to game 2 here. Against his deck, I think I just want to run it back. I didn't see anything that makes me really want more removal. I think this guy is cute. He does have some powerful artifacts, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna run it back. I'm just gonna send it. More explosive hand. We'll go first. And we are granted a 1-lander. Eagles of the North gets a 2nd land at the very least. And it does let us play Fear of Missing Out. We can get red mana with this. I'm going to keep. There's a lot of stuff that this hand can end up doing that I think is going to be pretty worthwhile. This is, I think, worth. Just counter that. There's an Arena of Glory, which what planes do I have in my deck? Do I have any plains mountains? I do have Sacred Foundry. So I think I'm gonna cycle this now. And I'll play Sacred Foundry tapped this turn and this next turn. So it'll come in untapped. Alright, cool. My opponent went land go. So he's holding something up. Probably like Malcolm or something if I had to guess. I'll play Arena 3, and yeah, I'm just gonna still cast Fear of Missing Out. Even if it is a counterspell, I'm kind of fine with that happening. Does not counter it, so I'm gonna go ahead and resolve its ability. Oh, he's lightning bolting. Okay. I'm gonna try to Ancestral in response. Alright, he let that happen. I didn't find days or anything that would help me here, so and I'm also gonna let his ability resolve. I'm gonna discard Chain Lightning. Go ahead and pass. We have not found a 4th land, which is unfortunate. If we do, we can play Sneak Attack next turn, which would be kind of nice. It's Lelia down. Pretty good for him. Oh, there's our days. We're just talking about you. We don't have a land to play this turn, which stinks. We also don't. We ditched our Chain Lightning over Burst Lightning, which stinks because we need 3 damage to kill this. In my head, I was thinking I was doing it because I was like, oh well, he can always pay the 2 red to like shoot back, so I'd rather just keep the Burst Lightning. It's also an instant as opposed to a sorcery. It is a lot worse though at dealing with 3 toughness creatures. I guess I'm just gonna pass. I'm gonna go straight through my turn here. And oh. priority there for a second. Alright. Oh, he's going straight to combat. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and bounce it now. This way, if he recasts it, I can still burst lightning it. Oh, speak of it. Oh, that's crazy. How about you stay out? My turn here. I draw my 4th land, which is nice, so I can actually play the sneak attack. I don't currently have anything to even sneak attack in, but having it down means that drawing off the top something big will be a live out. Go ahead and pass here. Something else that's cool about Ephemerate in this deck is if I put in something big that I actually want to keep, I can Ephemerate it, and that will basically let me get in and attack with it, and then also keep it so it doesn't sacrifice. So this is just like a really synergistic card, although most of the time when I use Sneak Attack, it's killing them anyway, so it's not as important as the other applications, but it's still good. Okay, so they played an island from exile, presumably? Something. Okay. Passing back to me. Let's see what we draw. We do draw a big thing. This one, though, I might actually... see, how many things does it draw? It draws a bunch. Let's just activate Sneak Attack and see what we draw off of it first, and then we'll decide if we want to do any ephemerating nonsense. Okay, so I'll let that trigger resolve. It's going to look at the top 7, I think, and I get any creatures or lands. Yeah, we both stumbled there a little bit, but having the sneak attack, just having a bunch of outs to giant creatures is pretty good. Anything sideboarded, so we'll get into game 3 here. Be the last game of the stream, and then I'll be bidding the old vintage cube farewell. Probably doing Minecraft tomorrow. We will be probably mulliganing this hand. It has 2 cheap interaction spells, which do seem to be very good against his deck, but it has like no proactive game plan. There's basically nothing this hand does other than remove a thing, nothing. So I'm just gonna mulligan. This looks significantly better. I'm gonna keep. Interesting. I think I don't know. I want to keep all the lands so that I can get Sneak Attack as fast as possible. I want Sharpened Carnosaur, so we have a big thing to put into play. And I want Phantasmal Image to copy it, but I need some amount of interaction, so I think I gotta ditch the Fimage here, as unfortunate as it may be. I'm gonna go ahead and play Spyglass Siren on first turn. Ooh, we got another big thing. I was gonna play a really tapped pass here. Boltborn's another really good big thing here, so this is like an ideal start for him. 1-drop into Inti. That is gonna be tough for us to beat for sure. He's gonna get basically immediate value. It's not the prettiest, and we have still nothing really going on here. We are gonna be able to kill Inti next turn, but he's still going to get a whole other turn playing around with it. And he might even get more if he map token puts a counter, attacks puts a counter, then I can't even kill it, which would be disastrous. He's map tokening the Spyglass though, that's good for us. It means Inti can die. Third path is on top, that's fine. He's doing this is smart though, he's putting the counters on a flyer so that it's harder for us to block. We will just be killing him as soon as possible. Alright, so he's going to go ahead and attack and be able to cast a third, I think that's a third path Iconoclast was the top card. We're going to have to reprieve that for sure. And then, oh, he discards a Traxa. Oh, so he's like also reanimating stuff? Or no, right, he has Flash as well in his deck, that's what's happening. I was like, why does he have a Trax in his deck? Okay, so he exiled the third path iconoclast, can cast it this turn. We're just going to have to take the smack all the way down to 12 here. Turn 3, by the way. I played 2 lands. I am going to go ahead and reprieve third path iconoclast and go to our turn. Yeah, it's not looking great. I still have to Trumpet and Carnosaur this just to stop the bleeding a little bit, but it doesn't feel good. I'll go ahead and play the Mountain. I'll go red and 2 more to use this ability and kill this multi. And then we'll go ahead and pass. Yeah, this is just not good for us in lots of different ways, because I think we're probably just dead next turn no matter what we do here. He hits us for 5 to 8. What are the chances? That's a good draw, because now we can at least kill the 4-4 and maybe survive. We're still taking probably a lot. Yeah, so let's play Sacred Foundry tapped. Or, wait, do we want to... I don't need that at all. Okay. Yeah, so Sacred Foundry, not paying the life. And then I think we just go to the 4-4 with Prismatic Ending. X is 0 and done. So yeah, get rid of the Spyglass Siren so we stop taking 4 a turn. If we can survive 1 more turn, Warren is going to gain us 6 life next turn. So we just need to survive 1 turn here, and we can probably turn the corner. He's Thought Scouring. That's really, really bad, because now he gets another power here, making it 1-1, and this probably is going to be able to become a 3-3. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6. It puts us at 2. We're not dead still, though. It's not a 3-3 yet. He's got land, instant creature. Looks like he doesn't have a way to make it a 3-3. Are we living here? No, we're not living here. Gosh, dang it. That is so just lame. That is so lame. Just gonna go ahead and yield through my turn here. I think I'm just dead. Yeah, it's because this is a 3-3. 5, hit for 6. That is just so unbelievably lame. I played removal, like counterspell, removal spell, just desperately trying to stop him from murdering me, and he just steamrolls me. He just still steamrolls me. Just, oh God, this is so lame. I don't know, man. I feel like this was a game that was very winnable if he didn't have exactly the God draw. He goes 1 drop into immediately into swing for 2. Next turn, swing for like 6, I think he swung for on turn 3. And then that is just lethal. Yeah, I don't know. That's just ridiculous that through 3 pieces of interaction, he still killed us before we had a chance to play our turn 5, or any relevant spells for that matter. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like, again, this was like just a really good showing for our opponent's deck, but that is just kind of the power of these new 2-drop and the 1-drop creatures they've added to the cube. Inti's one of them. Ivora, another one that gets out of control really quickly. Third path to a lesser extent, but it can also do some stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's just getting steamrolled. We almost certainly would have won had we been allowed to untap for our turn 5, but alas, it was not to be. We go sneak attack in Vaultborn, gain 3, draw a card, attack, sacrifice, gain 3, draw a card. I mean, there's just no way he can kill us through that. But he did not let it get to that point, so we're just gonna have to take the L on that one. Well, with that being said, I'm gonna wrap things up for today. Tomorrow I will be back. I don't think with Vintage Cube though. We're probably going to be doing Minecraft modded survival once again. And yeah, look forward to it. If that is the case, we'll be doing that, and then next week returning to normal schedule with Friday being Rain World, Saturday being Magic the Gathering, and Sunday hopefully being more Minecraft. So yeah, thanks everyone who tuned in today. Appreciate it. Everyone have a great day. Peace.